Sure, I watched Putin's interview with Tucker Carlson the other day, and he talked about this and blamed Boris Johnson for scuppering the peace deal, telling Zelensky not to do any deal with Putin. And the rest of his general demeanour in that interview suggested to me a narcissist, a quite delusional guy, a pretty nasty piece of work. Certainly not somebody that I would instinctively want to trust. Let me pick you up on one point which seems very relevant to our debate about this, which is that he effectively said in his rambling revisionism that Poland started World War II by not cooperating with Hitler, leaving Hitler with no choice but to invade Poland. That sounds remarkably similar to what Putin is saying about the reason to go to war in Ukraine.
But going back to Ukraine, which is the issue on the table, there's no question that he insisted that Ukraine not become a part of NATO. He viewed that as an existential threat, as did all his lieutenants. It's just a Russian version of the Monroe Doctrine. And Putin was making a similar argument. And we decided that we could shove NATO expansion down his throat. And we failed. It's a pretty straightforward story, in my opinion. Stoltenberg, again, who is the head of NATO, argues that the war was largely a result of NATO expansion and that Putin was bent on preventing Ukraine from joining NATO.